All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
On the double. Watch twist.
Running to start the drive is Love. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Stick. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Come on. Reset. Cut right. Cover.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, it's Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, it's Hill. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Well, he's going to go for it all. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On second down, Love. And some space here. And all the way down to the 26. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 68 yards on the ground. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
Hey, Steve 6. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
They've got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down now, it's Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Ready up. Third down and 4. Watch tight end. Watch smooth. Tight end's right. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, watch this, watch it. 12.
To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Check pass. Spline.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, alert.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
It's taken to the 26. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. 180.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 54 miles. Here we go. 12. Check back, 54.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good, and that will get them one closer.
49ers 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Love. Broken tackle. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He'll take it at the 42. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Good job, Pete. Good job, Pete. Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Here we go. 37.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Irv Smith. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
21.
I got you, boy.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, gun.
Pollard going to try the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here we go. Ready?
Check. Walk 54. Let's go, team. Let's go.
On first down, Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
Here we go.
But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Get that roll. Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. A toss running left. McKinnon, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 6 guys. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shoot.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a run for Hill. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Ready.
Check. Watch 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check.
11. White.
Mike 54.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership works.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Rosas to have the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Trying to lay one up deep, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. is here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go, here we go.
Line 54. Exit.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's caught. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go.
At their own 36-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Leo.
Here's Love again. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Love. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Bucks it. 90 in the bucket.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.